Hello and welcome to another Grand Arena Championship. I'm Heathen13 and this is Season 16, Week 3, Round 1. My opponent this round is named Jarek Skywell. So let's look at the matchup. Alright, looking at the hotbot, you can see I have the majority of the green on my side, but let's zoom in and take a closer look. Statistics-wise, I do have the advantage in every category, but Jarek Skywell is a really good player. 634,000 lifetime banners. He is definitely a worthy opponent, so I'm expecting a tough matchup. Looking at Galactic Power, I do have a slight advantage on overall, top 80 and top 65 GP. I also have 25 more Zetas and a decent speed advantage when we look at our average speed on top 80 characters. I've got 8 more Gear 13s, 7 more Gear 12s, and an overall advantage on characters over Gear 11. Looking at the mod comparison, I do have a decent advantage on mods as well. I definitely have more mods with high speed secondaries, although my opponent does have a few more mods with high offense secondaries. Finally, the relics. This is where my opponent has the advantage. He's got a few more total relic levels than I do, and it's concentrated here in the tier 7 relic characters. Like a lot of the opponents have been facing lately, he's chosen to take a lot of characters up to relic 7, which I know seems like a good idea because you're getting these characters to be as powerful as possible, but oftentimes is not worth it in terms of the impact it makes on your GP. Looking at the meta and the key characters, my only advantage is that I have Jedi Knight Luke. But looking at the ships, I have a huge advantage that I have a Negotiator and Malevolence, and my opponent does not have his Malevolence yet. Alright, so let's take a quick glance through his roster. There is his Negotiator in his Fleet Arena. He's running a 501st team in the Squad Arena. Looking at those Relic 7s he has, Skywalker, Darth Revan, 5s, Malak, Palpatine, Kylo, and original Kylo Ren. Those are his 7 Relic 7s. He looks to be going for Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, along with the 2 Kylos relicked up. He's got General Hux, he's got his Sith Trooper, he's got First Order Stormtrooper relicked already, First Order Officer, First Order Executioner, and is often the case, he has relicked them up before being totally ready to get SLKR. So he has inflated his GP, so we'll see if that ends up making a difference or not in the match. Alright, we've got just under 4 hours left in the attack phase, so let me show you the board, I'll show you what he's done, and we'll see what we're up against. Alright, as I've been doing the last couple matches, I've been going really heavy on defense, and this might be the match where it bites me in the butt. I have a counter planned for all of his defensive teams, but I don't have a lot of backup if any of those go wrong. So let me show you what I set and how he did. Down here, I did put my Darth Revan up front and he one-shot it. I also put Padme, he one-shot that. Up top here, my Jedi Knight Luke, my CLS squad, he didn't even touch, and he one-shot my Geos. Geos I usually keep for offense, but I threw him on defense this time. And then in the back, he was able to one-shot my Dooku squad, but he got stuck on Grievous. He spent 5 teams on Grievous and didn't get through, didn't get any of them down. So I think he's done. I don't think he's going to be able to take this down, obviously, and I don't think he's coming back for that CLS Chupio or Jedi Knight Luke. In the backs, I actually had set my Negotiator, thinking that he probably keeps his Negotiator for offense, and he would have to do the mirror. And if he keeps his Negotiator on defense, I have my Malevolence to take that out. Hopefully my ship decision doesn't backfire on me, seeing as how he didn't even get back here. Now let me show you what he set for me. He put his full-on Darth Revan there. I get my gas to counter that. Put a JTR squad. He's got a Karth team. Down here, he has got a Padme squad, and then a Hux-led First Order. So like I was saying, I have a counter for every one of these teams, but I don't have a lot of backup plans. So if any of my counters go wrong, then I may be doing some on-the-spot theory crafting to see if I can get through all of these squads. But as always, let's start down here at the bottom. We'll take on this Padme squad first and see if we can't get through it, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in Traya with Thrawn And my Thrawn is faster than anybody, so hopefully I'll be able to hand off to Traya to get the isolate on Padme, and we'll go from there. Alright, so we're going to pass that to Traya. Traya is going to isolate Padme so she can't give out all that protection and courage. And then we just got to survive this onslaught, which we did not. Okay, that's not great. So we will fracture Kenobi and we'll start working on Anakin. So not a great start here, losing Nihilus off the bat. That's going to make this very difficult to get all these guys down without having any annihilates. I was really hoping that between my Sith Empire Trooper and my Scion that I would have enough taunting to keep them off Nihilus and Thrawn. Hand that back over to Traya. We've got to somehow get through Kenobi. Ooh, goodness, this is really not going well. Let's fracture GK again. And if Traya goes down, I am in a really bad situation. Like I said, I don't have a really good secondary counter for this. So this is going to be a fail, and I may just have to go through the top. Wow. The question is, do I keep trying or do I just back out now? And I think I just back out now. So, terrible. Alright, let's jump to the top and go through the top and make sure we get the win. So we will take our gas against this Darth Revan, and my Rex is faster, so we'll be able to put up our tenacity up so that we can't get hit with any of those, all those debuffs. And we will just see if we can't get these down without losing too many. So Bastila's gone. And we are sitting down already. There goes my sacrifice. Let's go ahead and see if we can get Marauder. Get rid of that potency up. See if we can get HK. Alright, so this is going to be a win. Not very clean at all. Was that a 53? Alright. With this card team, we'll go with crew. I'm gonna go with crew without Watt. I like to keep Watt with crew, especially for Night Sister counter, but for this I don't need them, and this way I can just go ahead and whiff. This way I can hopefully just get through this cleanly and save Watt for another counter. I'm thinking maybe what I've got, I mean, honestly, what I have left is probably not going to be able to beat that Padme. But maybe. We'll see. I may have to shift things around a bit more than I had intended. While still no advantage up on Hux, so I'm not passing the turn to crew because I want to reset his cooldowns, but without advantage that's not happening. Don't die, officer. Right, let's go ahead and give that to Hux, who can give it to crew, who can stun him, and we'll stun him. Alright, lots of stuns. Looking better. Try and kill Zalbar here. Let's pile on. Maybe a little bit overkill there, but that's okay. And try and get the heals on Executioner. So I'm losing. I've lost protection on Officer, and that's it. So Alright, for this JTR squad, what is the weakest thing I could bring? Alright, we're gonna experiment. I think I have this win in the bag. I definitely can get through this squad and then through the back. But I'm gonna, again, try and save as many teams for down south as I can. So I'm gonna try Mon Mothma here. I've never done this. I don't know if it will work. Not sure in any way, shape, or form. It might be a totally terrible decision. But I think that it might be okay. So let's go ahead and bring in our other guy. And let's start calling assists. Let's heal up. I mean, just the big thing is that when I die, I get to, you know, have another, get to revive, and he does not. So, even though JTR is a beast and they get lots of turn meter, I think that this should still work out. Go with a big hit here. Let's see if this heals without me needing to waste the res part, right? Yeah. So, Illuminated Destiny going on. So I'm okay if they kill Wedge there, because if they kill Wedge, then I just get to revive him. And this is a pretty weak JTR squad, so I guess I'm not surprised this is working, but it won't be good banners at all. It's looking like a 54 or something like that. So not good, but really cheap. Ooh, 57 even. So that allowed me to go super cheap there. Let's see what ships he left me. And I think it is just, yeah, a home one and a Thrawn. That's what I kind of expected. I'm going to go ahead and take my Malevolence here against home one. All right, we'll bring in that many, leave a couple slots open, but no reason to super skimp. Let's go ahead and let's get rid of that off the screen. And stun bigs. Let's get the. Oh, they dodged my buzz droids. That sucks. That's all right. Let's see if they'll dodge them again. Let's get them on everybody. Nice. All right. Let's start putting in some work here. Get this ghost down. And Bigsy down. And let's bring in Spy for a big hit. And as long as they don't dodge, this should be it. Alright, I think that gives me the victory. Yep, okay. So everything else is gravy here. Let's see if we can get the full clear, though. Thrawn, we've got my own home one squad. And I like to double tank it. And we'll leave a spot open. I always feel like I'm bringing too many reinforcements with home one, but better safe than sorry. Let's see if we can get out this TIE Bomber before they can put burning on it, because that just wrecks rebels. Yep, there we go. Nice. Alright, now this should be simple. There we go, crew almost. I understand why he's using his first order, because those characters are so reliced up, but they really don't fit with Thrawn well. And we're just left with OG Kylo. Let's bring in Cassian for the assist. Ah, bummer. Alright, well, we gotta continue fighting. It's alright. As soon as my Y-Wing goes, we'll get the shield disruptor thing on him, and then he'll go down quick. Oh, and it was resisted, rather. That is a bummer that particular ability can get resisted, but a 65 there is good. All right, let's go down and see what I can do about these ones down here. So my plan was going to be to take my Jedi Knight Revan against Crew, this Hux team. And my two best squads at this point are my Jedi Knight Revan squad and my Vader team. So the question is, do I think Vader can beat Padme or Hux? Because I think Jedi Knight Revan can beat both. So I need to figure out which one has a better chance of success for Vader. All right, so I'm gonna risk not clearing anything here by taking my Jedi Knight Revan against this Crew team. We'll see if this works. I hope it does. Generally, Jedi Knight Revan is a pretty good matchup here. We'll get rid of Hux right from the get-go. And I'm gonna hope that I can just cobble together stuff to get through that Padme, which may be a stupid choice, but we'll see. Maybe it would have been better for me to try and, get my way through this Crew, but I just think I'm not confident in my other options against Crew either. Let's pass this so we can get out Crew, and then we'll see if we can get rid of Red before they do a ton of damage. Let's taunt that up with old Ben. Alright. Kylo might be a little difficult to get through, but hopefully not. Let's actually pile on, see if we can stun him and just get a big hit. Almost. Make sure we're stay healed up, and there we go. All right, good. So I was kind of expecting that to go down that way, but the question is over here. So my inclination is to just try Vader, just to try EP Vader. All of those debuffs on them scare me, but Padme's only geared 12, so I think I can get an early saber toss off on her, and if I do that, then I think I can clean up if I have to. So that's what we're gonna go with. What else do I have to put with them? I've got some not great options. I'll put Watt, so we hit harder. And all right, so we're also gonna add Piet in here as well. We're not gonna go undersized at all, just to help out Vader more. So here we are. Let's see how this goes. So let's go ahead and put the weapon stack, and we will Force Crush and Merciless, and we got resisted, so we didn't get Merciless, so that was dumb. Let's go ahead and put this on Sith Trooper, and I screwed that up by doing a Force Crush first. We're gonna put that on Sith Trooper, I guess. We can't, it has to be Empire. So I guess it's going on Palpatine, who now died. This is going really, really terribly. I really need to get to Vader. All right, Merciless. As long as I can kill Padme with a throw, this whole thing will be worth it. And I couldn't. Granted, she didn't have a whole lot of anything on her, but I was hopeful. And I guess I shouldn't have been. Okay, let's back out. This is not working either. So I don't have a whole lot of options. My last option here that I thought might be viable is bounty hunters. I'm hoping to get a quick kill with Mando's Disintegrate, and this should work. I check speeds and I am faster, so I should get to go. So we'll Frenzy. And this doesn't work as well, nearly as well, with 3PO there. This is not working at all. I need to do this so that I can get contract up. How much more contract? Oh, I'm only to 50% because 3PO hit, got rid of Bosk. So that played that wrong too. Wow, lots and lots of mistakes. I am not getting through this Padme, unfortunately. Wow, how long has it been since I haven't full cleared? It's been a long time, but definitely not happening here. So we'll throw a couple more things here and see if anything sticks. I can't imagine my JTR is going to do anything, but I'll give him a shot, and then I'll throw my Night Sisters too, and then I'll call it a day. And this is the problem. Let's wave down Anakin so he doesn't destroy me completely here. This is the problem that you get when you go a little heavier offense, or defense rather, and you just rely on one counter and one counter alone being able to get through everything. Now without JTR, this is basically done. Completely done. And at this point I'm just hitting Kenobi. Yeah, so alright. You live and you learn, and maybe next time I bring a little more offense. Sometimes it's good to eat a little humble pie, I guess. Not nearly as sad about this because I know I've got the win, but still not something I'd like to, still not easy to stomach, not getting a full clear. And honestly, at this point, even if I were to kill this squad somehow, I don't think I have the teams to get the full clear anyway, regardless of whatever they put in the back. At this point, I'm just trying to kill Kenobi. He's just going to taunt again. But, you know, the only thing I have is Plague and Asajj's big hits. And they're able to cleanse that Plague off really easily. So, this is just going to be a non-starter. I guess the lesson here is I should have tried Jedi Knight Revan here and tried to take something different. Tried to take Vader or something against crew. Yeah, this is just done. Alright, that's where we're calling it. It's not going to happen for me. Wow, what a bummer to only clear half the board. But sometimes that's the way it works. 1583 to 1227 is where I think it's going to end. I want to thank Jarek Skywell for the tough match. First person to keep me from full clearing in quite some time. I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you next round.